That's what it's saying. We're saying in general, people use it as a shaming tactic. Like, for example, Keke's husband or boyfriend said, dressing like that, you're a mum. So we're saying people that use these shaming tactics to shame people. Like in this scenario, yes, it was you say Sneaks? Sneeko. In Keke's man, it's like, my thing is this, for example, like, you saying this, like, what does that, like...
Because my point is, whether she was a mum or not, you have an issue with what she's wearing.
And also as well, remember, mums now, mums then, different. When I was in... Key, think about it. When I was in school, a mum was a mum, bro. No one was looking at no one's mum back in the day, bro. Like, there might have been one brother in your school that had a young piff mum. Everyone was like, right, his mum's...
I can't speak. I grew up with people, because my mum looked a certain way, so it's always been there.
No, I'm just saying, but there's bare people's mums, not dusty, but they just look like aunties, innit? Man weren't interested in... Whereas now, go to a school now, bare mums are like young mums, bro. So at the end of the day, this whole mum thing, even then was like, all right, it might have applied then because...
My mum was a buff mum, young mum, bro. There was no cheeks hanging out. What's that? What does that mean?
Exactly.
What's mums now? Mums back then. You're a parent. Nowadays, it's just literally people are just more relaxed.
Your mum's gen and gens now are not the same.
Exactly. Everyone's a bit wilder now.
Exactly, it's my point. So then
that makes a good thing, bro. It's terrible.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that the point being that your mum doesn't fly anymore because your mums are getting younger and they're exposed to more in regards to, and they're more liberated right now. So whether you agree with it or not, as Tazer's saying, just say, I don't think you should dress like that, or I don't think you should do porn. The end. But when you're saying you're a mum, it's like, all right, so one second, if you weren't a mum, it would be cool. But it's not, because your digital footprint's still there. So you can have a child in 5 years, in another 15 years, your digital footprint's still online. So you being a mother or not doesn't mean anything.
No, I agree.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
No, bless.
No. Oh, yeah, let's cut that out.
Look, this is the...
It's 800-585-1051.
What are my thoughts? My thoughts is the real culprit in this is Usher Raymond IV.
Why you say that?
All right, I know some of y'all got smoke for Keke boyfriend and some of y'all got smoke for Keke, but Usher Raymond IV is the real villain in all of this. Salute to the good brother, Carlos Miller. We had a whole discussion about this over the vacation, man, and we have determined that Usher needs to be held accountable for what he's doing to these households.
What you mean?
Usher told us 22 years ago, don't leave your girl around me. True player for real. That's my for real. Okay? And he's been acting that out since then. The man walks around the residency scouting on a straight search and destroy mission, looking for women to find so he can pull them out of the crowd, serenade them, and destroy their households. You know what Usher could do?
What?
All you got to do is say, where all the single ladies at? And then the single ladies will scream, and he can go to the single ladies.
You know what?
He don't do that.
You know what?
We ain't seen him serenade a single lady yet.
You're right. Because you think about it.
It's true, though.
Bro, you know the good thing, there's only one good thing that came off this. The memes and the tweets and everything. I think it's just the timeline. It's the one time I wish I was on Twitter, because I keep seeing everything late. Bloody hilarious. So the question is, what would you do if Usher starts singing to your girl? Snatched the mic and reminded everyone of his herpes? I would have took the mic, asked him if he knew R. Kelly was a sicko when they made Same Girl and ruined everyone's night. I would have asked him what Diddy meant when he said there was wrestling in the bed with a cereal.
Diddy was drunk that day.
Someone said that, remember Kamala Anthony was playing and Lala was in the audience?
With the phone.
And she put the photo of Kamala Anthony like this. So if Usher dancing with my girl's got to put me on the screensaver like that.
Oh, you mean when he was watching his kids?
Another dude said, I'm going to start grinding on him since we're doing shit we're not supposed to be doing.
I'm fucking everyone's night up. That's what we're doing.
Usher start grinding on your girl, you start grinding on Usher.
Well, I can't lie to you, like we said before, yeah, the issue was the guy took it to social media to address Keke, but I understand.
That was the issue, the only issue.
No.
That was one of the issues.
Yeah, but it's Usher, innit? Like, at the end of the day, your girl's going to lose her wig if Usher comes around and he's singing to her.
So why didn't Winnie Harlow lose it?
Because of what happened with Keke.
Exactly.
No, but that was only because of that, though.
No, but you don't get my. But no, and why didn't Sweetie?
Because
use it?
Keke's already gone viral.
But that's my point. Is
What do you mean
like,
so what about all the previous shows that Usher's done where he sang to girls and it's gone?
their
gone
man didn't see it.
Oh, come on, man.
It's true.
They saw it. It's just because my
Brother,
man responded.
Their man didn't see it, bro.
If my man didn't respond with what he responded with,
Yeah.
that video would have came and would have left.
No.
You would have just saw it as Usher singing to Keke and that's it.
No.
The way you
Brother,
squeezing up on the way that whole.
Yeah, but you can see it as their friends though.
No.
Because they know each other.
But
Would you be cool with your girl and her friend being close like that?
No, but like I said to you, I wouldn't have addressed it publicly.
No. Addressing it publicly.
It's still
addressing
addressed.
it publicly sideways.
Yeah, but
We
what I'm
agree.
saying is that's happened before and maybe he's addressed it privately. We don't know.
No, but you're saying that the reason why those girls have acted like they've acted is because of Keke Palmer's situation. I'm
Yes.
like, no. That video might have come out and then you're telling me you're going Usher. I'm saying, listen, I've seen this video. Imagine Keke boyfriend didn't say anything. I'm like, brother, don't let Usher be doing this to you, bro. Because I might even show my girl and say, what is this? So she knows, like, because really and truly, I'm not going to lie to you. If I went to a Meg Thee Stallion concert and then Meg was, I've got a missus at home and Meg is twerking all over the place, brother, I'm going to look and be like, Jesus Christ. But I'm like, do you know what? My missus, let me stay composed.
Because it makes your missus look like an idiot.
Yeah. Am I going to grab Meg's bum and say, because Meg is Meg, I'm going to start slapping her bum, I'm going to be like this, and then be like, my girl has to understand because it's Meg. Doesn't work like that, bro.
Nope.
You can't just say because Meg's famous, that it's no, bro. Because at the end of the day, you've got a partner.
We can definitely agree. So just because I know you know how the internet is, we definitely agree that he should have dealt with it off the internet. We'll take that there and put it in this section, and now we're discussing the fact that that was just wild.
Yeah.
For me, nah.
And also as well, like, I had a conversation with someone and then she was like, Keke, it was fine because Usher hugged her. I said, no, look back at the clip. Usher was chilling, bro. Keke went over to man and hugged man like, ooh, over him. And then she gave Usher a twirl. Oh.
Bro.
And then you see Usher with the mic like, I know about it. Oh, the cheeks were out.
Listen to this, and I know it will rattle you as well, Marvin. So this is on a post of the whole Keke situation. Unpopular opinion: women shouldn't be breadwinners unless your money comes up after you were already married. Don't marry below. Practice the hypergamy God created you to practice. This is because men are wired with ego naturally, and now you're going to be a breadwinning wife, man, and housewifing husband that's still going to have the ego of a provider, which he is not, and that will only piss you off more. That's what happened here. Small ego is permitted if your wallet and leadership skill and maturity match up. If you broke and kept, don't misbehave. Laugh out loud. You'll get thrown out of your wife's house back to your mother's house. And you know, when I heard that, and I was like, that's why you can't be with women with more money than you, because this is how they see you. Because I was like,
was that a woman that posted that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my only issue with that is, number one, I don't think all women do that. But I feel like social media, the majority of women, because I saw that comment a lot. Our house husband, you don't even provide, or like, how's he talking when he's not even, when she's a breadwinner? And I'm like, bro, like, the internet feels so comfortable saying stuff like that. But if you switch to the scenario and you flipped it and
wild.
imagine she's a housewife and the husband's acting up, and imagine Bear Man is saying, but you're the housewife, you ain't got no say in this.
Because you tell
keep
people,
quiet.
if we start playing by those rules,
Exactly.
it gets sticky.
If a guy said that, I'll disagree with that guy and say, because your missus is a housewife, doesn't mean she hasn't got a voice. How can she not have a voice because she's a housewife?
Especially if you're out there embarrassing the family.
But now, if a dude is not paying the bills and the wife's paying the bills, he can't have a voice. And remember, this is not a case of, so what, I can't say a boundary or something. Obviously, as Keith said, the bottom line is, you shouldn't have addressed it on Twitter. But there's another episode that we have, and Stefan made a great point. He said, I said Stefan.
You said Stefan.
Stefan. What's the difference?
There's a difference. That's why he said it.
One's French.
There's a difference. That's why he said it.
Okay, cool, no problem.
What did they say? Ha ha ha.
Okay, wah wah wah. But he made a good point.
Riot.
He said that because it was done in public, he addressed it in public.
Yeah. I still don't agree, but I hear why you would.
Yeah, if you put it like that.
And also, we don't know how many man and people were messaging him. Same with Troops that time when his brethren's ringing him saying, raw blood. Is this what these men are trying to do to you? Your head's hot. So imagine how many men have rang him like, yo, my bro, like.
I know it's Usher, but he's moving kind of mad.
Boy, a man said, what? Man just went on the Twitter, Elon Musk thing, and that's it.
And you know over here, calling you, Marvin, your girl was moving mad at the DBE concert. Your head's gonna be hot.
Do you know what makes me laugh when we have this discourse is online? Yeah,
come on, Taze.
It's the way we get like a lot of men.
He's
get
talking
told,
about the Discord group chat. Don't listen to
Nah, discourse, not Discord.
I know.
It's the way men's feelings get reduced because on the flip side, look at what JT did to Lil Uzi because he was speaking to Ice Spice.
She threw the phone at him and all sorts.
And he name dropped her on a tune. He wasn't even moving to her, he was talking to her. He's name dropped her in a tune. And I think he's seen her at the awards, so he's gone to chat to her. JT's losing her mind and then she's gone up to him and she's basically abused him.
Well, she hit him with the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know the maddest thing is?
Or because of a conversation.
If that's the other way around, Uzi's career's done.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Completely done. Like, Uzi, like...
But we flip it to Keke and Usher.
Brands are dropping him and all sorts.
And all of a sudden it's like, the baby dad's the issue because he's not earning enough. What's my earnings got to do with this? This is my woman and she's acting up. Do you know what I mean?
But the issue is as well, I think a lot of people, there's two different arguments happening here. So there's people, there are guys who are controlling of their woman and don't let her do certain things. But people conflate that argument with me not being happy about my girl going out in a certain outfit. It's not the same argument because I don't remember. The issue with Keke and this guy is we don't know the conversation they've had before. And we don't know how she dresses normally. So imagine like your girl dresses, I don't know, maybe she wears, not tracksuits, but she's kind of, let's use Natalia as an example. Natalia dresses quite like, not down, but like leggings or...
She's very casual.
Casual, you know what I'm saying? And she's always casual. Then she's like, I'm going Usher with the girls. Next minute, she's wearing see-through thing and her bum cheeks out at the back. So you're thinking like, I'm not saying you can't wear certain things, but you never wear this. And like you're in the VIP bit where Usher's gonna walk through.
What can I phone her to see what her take is?
Go ahead.
Do I have to connect to the wire? Bluetooth or should I just use loudspeaker?
You can just phone her 141 on mine or whatever.
Oh yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, let me phone her. I want to see what her take is.
What Brian say?
She's gang still.
Through the wire.
Let's see what she
Or
says.
we could phone a girl each and just ask her what her take is.
Right.
Ask what?
Just phone a girl each and ask them what their take is on the Keke thing.
But does the 141 still work?
Yeah.
She might not answer though. It's going to say private number.
She's gonna answer bad professional. Hello, who is it?
Thinking it's working though.
Or why don't you message her and tell her you're gonna phone on private?
Cool. Yeah, she might have random man calling her. She might think, let me text her first. But what else was I going to say? Yeah, also, let me also say as well, yeah, that her wearing the outfit isn't an issue if it's been discussed and they're cool with it. Because I feel like there's a conversation online, again, where people make it seem as if you got this girl one way.
But that argument is so
and then
bullshit,
now that she's
bro.
with you, you're trying to dim her light. And also, there's a tweet.
Wait. I have a response to the one thing you just said. You know when you got someone that way?
Yeah.
When my girl got me, I was fucking other people.
Exactly. It's true.
No. By that logic,
It doesn't make any sense,
Can
bro.
I continue doing that?
It doesn't make any sense. Like people.
When your babes met you, Days, you were out there. You know what I mean? Libs and girls.
It's not even that. It's not even just that, Keith. At the end of the day, when I was single, when my girl met me, for example, yeah, I was raving, I was linking girls, I was doing whatever because I was single. Now I've met someone. That's all got to get toned down and even stopped because I've got a girl. That's like someone saying, you met me this way, so if you met me this way, let me keep fucking then.
That's cool.
Let me keep linking with these babes then.
You know, you're like, if that's the logic we're running with, that is the logic we're running with. Tell people that's a dangerous space to be in.
Brother.
Hold on, I'm calling her back.
Hello?
Yo, you free?
Yeah. Why is your phone on private?
I'm using Marv's phone. You're live on Free Shots. Marv name dropped you, so I thought I'd call you.
Why? What did I do?
No, you didn't do nothing. We're just talking
you
about
owe me money, that's why.
Now we're talking about the Keke and Usher situation.
Oh, okay.
What's your take on it?
So why did he name drop me to answer about it?
Because he said you don't really dress with your...
No, don't try it.
You don't... you didn't even let me finish.
That sounded hella negative already, bro.
He's basically saying you don't wear scantily clad outfits.
I said on a normal day to day,
You're very casual.
You're very casual in terms of you wear leggings. I was saying basically in terms of Keke, yeah, like the issue might have been that she normally dresses down all the time, but then she's gone out and he hasn't seen her go out and she's wearing that with her cheeks out. So I'm saying someone like Natalia, like more times you see her, she's kind of either wearing leggings or she's just like casual. But imagine you're going out with her and then she goes to out of her girls or Usher concert and next minute is something see-through and her cheeks are out at the back. You're going to be like, you don't normally dress like this. So that's why I name dropped you because Tazer knew who you were and whatever.
But I'm saying, did you see the outfit?
Yeah.
So would you wear the outfit?
No.
Is there a reason why?
But I don't dress like that though. I'd rather show less skin. I think less is more.
Even if it's
but she looked good
Usher,
though.
Even if it's Usher.
I'm one of Usher's biggest fans, but
you're not getting the cheeks out for him.
If I no, getting the cheeks out, and I'm not letting him dance on me like that. But to be fair, I think America's different. I think they're all like that in America. I feel like I don't know
because the boyfriend tweeted, so I don't think they are all like that.
But was he upset with her outfit or her dancing with him? Because if she was in a tracksuit doing that, would he have had a problem?
Yes.
Would he have had a problem?
All right, if you were Keke and Usher came up to you like that, what would you have done?
I would probably giggle and run away. I'd be like, just act like I didn't understand what he was doing.
Would you hug him? Would you have given him the 12 so you saw the back?
No, not if I've got a man. No way. No.
So there is a scenario where you twirl and let him see the cheeks.
No, I wouldn't wear that out. But even so, like if I was wearing like a pair of leggings and my cheeks look nice, still wouldn't let him give me a twirl. No.
It's Usher though. You said you're his biggest fan.
Is this hypothetically? I'm not saying you're lying, but
I'm his fan, but I'm not trying to give him my cheeks. I like
he
his
gave his confessions. You're not gonna let Usher see the cheeks off the confessions.
No, but I'm saying in terms of like you're talking hypothetically, but if you see, you know that certain man will be like, I'm a real brother, man, whatever. Then when they see Ronaldinho, they're screaming, bruv. So is it a case of like, if you imagine Usher grabs your hand and my number one?
No. I'll probably sing along with him in a friendly way.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like start letting him dance up on me. No, that's too close.
My woman can't come back in the house after that.
I ain't lied to you, man.
I tell you,
I think part of you are overreacting.
We spoke about insecurity. There's a few things that I'm not comfy with. One, you know what I mean? Grinding up on next man. And two, in public.
No.
You can't do anything.
Super embarrassing.
So how am I supposed to leave the home?
No, I'm not saying what he...
So now I'm laughing stock on the internet. My friends think I'm a dickhead.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it's not something that's blown... Okay, Natalia, would you agree, that if he didn't respond the way he responded, as in the baby dad, maybe we wouldn't have looked at the video?
We would have looked at it that way. If your woman's up there grinding on man...
No, I don't... You know what? I think people would... maybe some men would have been like, rah, she's a bit close.
I think he triggered everyone's response by saying what he said.
Yeah, but you're forgetting.
You're forgetting the most important response.
No, but
his response.
No, but Keith, it's not even that. The reason why people might not have jumped on it because we didn't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know she had a boyfriend. So if I saw that video, I would have just been like, well, a bit okay.
She was pregnant for like 2 years.
No, but I wouldn't have thought nothing of it. It's only because I found out she had a boyfriend that I was like, raw. But if I didn't know, I wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, I think Marvin's right though when he was saying Keke probably doesn't dress like that. That's why he probably said something because he thought, rah, she got her cheeks out and then she's dancing with Usher on top of that. You're not only getting your cheeks out, you're embarrassing me now.
But what I did mention in another episode where we discussed it is something I found out only yesterday is that he's posted a picture of her half naked online on his page. Where she was
so now he's been... So it's okay when it's on his...
So that's the only reason.
No, but that's different though, because for example, me and you could be going out that year and we could be on a beach and then I could maybe post a picture of maybe
she
you
had
walking...
titties out and she had a hand over her titties.
No, but but I could post a picture of my woman with me.
On your socials?
But on my social, that's me.
So you don't have an issue with her being skin out?
Exactly.
No, but you don't get what I'm saying.
It's when it's not you,
but I'm not there now. And remember, you're entertaining another brother skin out as well.
That's perfect.
That's the big issue.
And then I think for me, my thing is based on that information. It's like, be clear about what your issue is. Don't bring up all of this, you're a mother, half naked, because you had no issue posting that same mother skin out online.
I hear what you're saying, Keith, but my thing is there's a time and a place for stuff. So at the end of the day, if you're doing certain things, like I've seen people be on holiday and post their missus in the corner and they're on the beach or something, cool. But if she was out in London in a rave dressed like that, for example, it's not the same thing, bro.
I hear it.
And
but
remember,
It's about you feeling protected over your woman.
Remember,
you feel like you're there.
Yeah, he's there with her, so it's different. And also, there's no other man that she's entertaining dressed like that.
So for me, I think the issue with him is the usher. You know what I mean? Which is a justified issue. Just don't make it seem like it's about something else, because you don't have an issue with people seeing their skin out. You know what I mean? That's not the issue. And I feel like you kind of have to have some kind of, what's it called? Continuity with things. If you have an issue with your woman being skin out, don't post your woman's skin out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Keep it the same across the board.
Yeah.
I get Marvin's point about like when you're with the person, you feel like, I'm here to protect her and she's not entertaining anyone else. But if you are a strong believer in you shouldn't show your skin, then you shouldn't show her skin either.
Yeah.
So how much do I owe you for getting you on free shots?
I told you got to pay for the rest of my Invisalign. I ain't paid for it all yet, so you can pay the rest,
You better shake some cheeks. What's going on? All right, I'm going to show you.
Shut up. Bye.
You must have seen about this issue. It's not even an issue, this topic. Adam Tutu and Lena the Plug, they are a couple. This is before they got married. They have a podcast called Plug
They're
Talk.
husband and wife. You say couple, it makes it seem like they're going out.
No, because they were boyfriend and girlfriend when they were doing the podcast in regards to like where they sit down with porn stars and then...
They still do that now.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is it started off as that. So they were a couple, boyfriend
Let
and
people
girlfriend.
know they've been together 7 years.
Yeah, been together for 7 years. And then they have a podcast called Plug Talk and they link with different podcasters.
They interview porn stars.
And then they fuck them after. And then they sell the content on OnlyFans or wherever they sell it. They've been doing that for years. So they've been fucking women. She gets involved, he gets involved, blah, blah, blah. She's a porn star. So she's obviously said that...
No, but is she a porn star in terms of she's a porn star?
It's her career. She calls it her career.
No, I get that, but...
They're porn star, they're content creators. That's the term that they use now.
So I think what he's trying to clarify is she fucking him or is she fucking other dudes?
Yeah, because if my girl's a porn star, to me, that means she makes adult films with other men, other women away from me. Or is it just her and Adam having sex with other girls that come on the pod? Technically, that is a porn star, but it's not because it's only me and you making the content.
No, they're still porn stars, definitely. They're definitely
No, but you
stars.
know what I mean? It's in terms of like, if me and my girl are making our OnlyFans, I wouldn't call us porn stars. I'll just say that we are engaging in
that's because
adult entertainment and whatever. But porn stars to me is, for example, that's like, I get what you're saying, Keith, but for me,
OnlyFans has let, you know what I mean, a lot of people think they're not porn stars.
No, it's not even that. I just feel like it's a couple that make adult content together.
Porn stars?
No, but I don't see it as a porn star.
They are porn stars.
Do you get what I'm saying, Taze?
You can see it as not porn stars, but they are porn stars by definition.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so I can't clarify whether she has had sex with other men.
She hasn't. Before
Or
this,
it's
you know
just
what I mean?
him?
No, it's just him. Up until, it's just him plus one.
Okay, cool. So she started off as a model on Snapchat and Instagram before transitioning onto YouTube in 2016. Her videos were like daily vlogs, Q&As, and then she's garnered an audience of 1.6 million subscribers. Then she started doing premium content in 2017 when her and Adam released a video to their OnlyFans teasing clips from their sex tape, which landed in 2019. Since then, they launched a podcast called Plug Talk, where they interview people in the porn industry, mainly women, before having sex with them. So basically, they have sex with women after recording a podcast with them. That's been happening for years. Then, I was watching a video of academics talking about the situation, and they've got a podcast together where they explain how they got about doing that and just where their heads was at and blah, blah. And it's a power move. They want to advance their careers. But she's obviously come to him and said, I got the opportunity to fuck this guy. He's like the #1 black guy on Blacked. And
His name's Jason Love.
Jason Love. And it's a big boost for my career. So I was speaking to Chucky on the phone and we were talking about it as well. And we were basically saying that, imagine how many men have probably watched her videos are in her DMs, but basically offering themselves saying, yo, let's shoot content together. Like C-list, D-list porn stars, yeah? And the main guy is now offered to... Okay, in music terms, not going to name no rappers, but there's certain rappers out there that are offering to do a feature. And then Jay-Z phones your phone and says, yo, let's do this one feature, man. Let's knock it out the park. So she's obviously approached Adam with the idea, and I can imagine it's been like a pitch, and he's had to think about it, and then he's decided that, okay, well, you've watched me have sex with all of these women, so why can't I let you have sex with this man? That's how he's kind of looked at it. And obviously they've discussed the numbers, and then boom, they've come to the agreement that it's going to happen. But then also they said, let's be very, very transparent. And he did admit that the day after she came back, she said that how her downstairs, her flower, was hurting for about 3-4 days.
I said flower.
But she told him, and he's like, yo, chill, that's too much information. So even then, it's like, I want to know what you got up to at work.
What?
But at the same time, this is too much information.
First and foremost,
she came home and told him.
First and foremost, he's pretending he don't care. I saw the look in that nigga's eyes.
I mean,
if you look at them videos, and I'll tell you why.
You're
I'll tell you why.
speculating, though.
I'm not. I am. It's all speculation. We're always speculating. So Marvin, first and foremost, a man said he couldn't even drop her to the shoot. A man said he's not going to the shoot, and they were asking him if you watched it. He's like, nah. You know what I mean? Because he feels some kind of way. So he, if it's one of those things that you're porn stars, right? It's just work.
No, it's not the same thing.
Bro, man said he couldn't watch it.
Yeah, because your missus ain't been beat by another dude.
Exactly. So he felt some kind of way about it.
That's like your girl saying to you, I want to have threesomes with other women. And you're like, as a dude, yeah, cool. So you're having threesomes because it fits your narrative in terms of how you want to have sex and your desire. Then out the blue one day she says, do you know, mind if I bring a dude in? And you're like, what? And then the dude comes in and fucks her up.
But you know what's interesting? She made a point that made me laugh, yeah. Obviously, the situation isn't funny. But again, we're putting ourselves in his shoes. They are two totally... Their lives is not like anybody I know, anybody who's probably listening. So we're not going to be able to understand it. Let's just take that into consideration, yeah? She said, yeah, but you do realise, Adam, that we've never had... In a month, we've never had as much sex as we've had since you've known that I fucked this guy.
And that's a good thing.
She said, when I came... No, wait. She said, when I came home...
No, that's not a good thing.
She said, when I came home, you always want to fuck now.
Yeah.
And
it's not a good thing.
And then he's like, yeah, because now I know I have competition. So, but she's like, I'm kind of worried because it's like, are you jealous? It's not a jealous thing. It's more of competition. Like you've got to fuck
the dude.
Yeah, the dude. You've got to fuck like the best guy you can. And now you've come home. I feel like I got to lay it down. But in saying that, it's turning her on because it's like, rah, my man's fucking me. But he said, but up until that point, they weren't having sex all the time. She said in a month's time, they can count how many times they had sex.
I'm not going to lie. The way I've seen Jason Love's videos on their black videos, I guarantee you fucked the dog shit out of him. But he will never smash his woman the same way my man smashed.
But you know what's actually mad though? He also, because remember they interviewed him as well.
Oh, he says, I'd never let nobody smash my woman. Yeah. You're bugging. A man says, you're
he said if you have the capacity to allow the next man to do that, then all right, cool.
No, he used the specific term.
Let him finish, go on.
Yeah, basically, if you have the capacity to let a next man do that with your wife, cool. He said he found it a bit weird that you wanted to watch it as well. But if that's what you're into, all right, cool. But for me, I'm not there yet. He says it, I'm not there yet.
He says mental maturity is the term he used. I don't have the mental maturity you have. A man said, he called it mental maturity. What that means is, I am not letting you touch my woman, you're bugging.
I don't know how people use these terms, bro. I just don't want to see my missus get fucked.
No.
Ain't no maturity, bro.
No, the other brother used mental maturity, which I looked at it, man's telling you know you want to be nice about it, Marvin, but you're already saying, brother, you let me fuck your woman, you're nuts.
But also, Adam also said that he's made a lot of money. Off the back of going on his podcast and talking about it, all of the tweets, the traction he's getting.
Yeah, it's raised
the subscriber count on the porn podcast, his actual podcast, her podcast. They can see the numbers. Everything's going up.
My thing is, and I hear all of that.
Raise the profile of everything.
But us as, people, as human beings, where do we draw the line and stuff? Because for me, it's literally like, cool, making money. You're making money and stuff like that. But where do we draw the line?
But again,
with what we think is cool, what's normal, what's right, what's wrong, what's this, what's that?
You know what I mean? They're doing it already.
Yeah, but I hear it. It's literally like, you know what I mean? I think it's I hear it. They were doing it already, and do you know what kind of got me as well? So there was an interview where he was like, he makes $1 million off one podcast a month, and then he makes some other money off some other stuff they do. So they're pulling in close to $2 million a month. $2 million a month you're pulling in, yeah? You're still cool with your woman fucking other people. You don't have to. That is the greed. That's the greed they speak of in the Bible, bro. Why are you, bro? Marvin, you're telling me right now, Marvin, you're making 2 M's a month right now. Are you letting your missus go to work?
Respectfully.
Let alone fuck other people.
Am I letting my missus go to work?
Yes. You're making 2 M's a month. Does your missus need to work?
The problem The problem I have with this issue, with this topic, is
I asked the wrong person.
no. When people are asking this question, they're saying, like, are you gonna let your woman do this? Are you gonna let your woman that? Respectfully.
No, when I say let, I don't mean as in give permission.
No.
I mean as in you've created an environment where you're making 2 M's a month. Why does my woman need to work?
Yes, but what I'm saying is, she.
So I don't mean it in the sense of permission.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, she has come to him and basically said this is what she wants to do to advance her career.
I want a woman to work, and when I say I want a woman to work, I mean I don't.
So you want to sell cheeks?
No. I don't mean that. I mean like I want a woman to do something, whether it's your own business, I'll fund it, whatever. But I wouldn't want a woman just to be doing nothing. Like obviously, if you're pregnant, you looking after kids, that's different. But as in, if you're not pregnant and you're there, why wouldn't you want to do something? Do you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
No,
I'm not saying she has to have sex with the #1 porn star. I'm just talking about.
She's a porn star.
No, I'm just saying, but as in, like, I would.
But my point is, take that into consideration. She's a porn star and she's had the opportunity to fuck one guy as opposed to numerous guys to advance her career. That's how he's processing it. And the reason why people are not understanding it is because they're putting themselves in his shoes. And he's like, but you can do that all you want. Every time someone's come to him with an argument and he's trumped their argument, they always push back with, yeah, but she's a mother. And he's like, before we had this argument, she was a mother anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you go to that card. And every single person he's spoken to, they pull the mum card and he's like, well, I know she's a great mum. She's the mother of my child. So where do we go from here?
People always pull cards. People, when it's women, it's always your mother. Whether it's men, it's look how old you are. Like, there's always like these shaming tactics. At the end of the day, like, what does that mean? But my thing is this: even if she were a mother, what? She'll be cool.
Yeah. So he's like, just say you're not okay with it.
Yeah, and that's it.
No, there's, you know what I mean? We're not going to act like there's not caveats, you know what I mean? You add to certain things where you add extra layers to certain.
No, but if it's wrong,
you can't add extra layers.
No.
If it's wrong, it's wrong.
100%.
Wrong to who?
100%. Like I'm saying, he's just talking in. If it's wrong to whoever's speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not to say it's universally wrong. What's wrong is wrong to whoever's speaking.
No, but you can't throw the fact that she's a mum in there to support your argument. She was a mum.
No.
Wrong. I can. The thing is, wait. It's just how it's received by the other person. I can throw that in there. The conversation is my opinion.
What has that got to do with your point?
Yeah.
In terms of
me as a man.
No.
Wait. The issue is, as a husband, I've allowed the next man to fuck my wife.
Yes,
and I've said I'm okay with it. What's that got to do? What's her being a mum got to do with it?
Some people saying that's the conversation that he was having with, I forgot, I think it might have been Sneeko. Was it Wack or Sneeko?
Okay.
Might have been Sneeko, where they were having a conversation and he's like, so, you know what I mean? You know, when someone says you're a mum, right? Or this is your parent, this is it. All someone is saying is, later on in life, your kid will get to a certain age where they're on the internet and they see all of these things. That's why people bring up the fact that somebody's a mum. So they will say, you know what I mean, at some point your kid, you know what I mean, will see their mother online doing XYZ with a random man. How do you feel about XYZ? That is the question that people will bring it up.
No, but Keith, I get what you're saying, but if she wasn't a mother, that internet thing is still on there. So
no, yes, but now there's a level of just certain things where people like you have kids now, so XYZ.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is, for example, like if she the porn star, there's two different women. There's one porn star that's porn star 21 with no kids. There's one that's a porn star 27 with kids. The same videos they're making are gonna be online, whether they've got a mum or whether they're a mum or not. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you don't agree with it, full stop. Just say I don't think women should do it. It's not good. But the whole argument of you're a mother, what's that got to do with anything? Because whether you're a mother or not, this is a print or footprint, what do they call it, on the internet anyway. Digital footprint.
They tried to use that same argument with Keke, where some men were using it as, yeah, but you know you're a mum. So what, mums can't have their cheeks out? What are we doing here?
And also, cannot compare mums, you know, Keke being on stage with her cheeks out.
No, I'm saying that's
somebody's mum.
My point is that every time someone gets to a crossroad in their argument, they throw the parent card in there. Yeah. That's got nothing to do with the argument.
I'll give you a real life. There's a kid who just committed suicide recently because mum's on OnlyFans and he was getting bullied at school. Is that not someone saying, you know what I mean, what about your...
That's a different topic.
All I'm saying is that is something, that's the question that people are asking.
But there's people...
Are you a mum? Are you thinking about how that will affect? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. All I'm saying is, why can people not ask, how is, you know what I mean, have you not thought about how that's going to affect your child? Is that an outlandish question?
That's not the same thing.
It is the same thing. When you say she's a mum, that is what is being brought up.
No,
And
it's
I'm
not.
going back to literally for me.
Keith, that's how you mean.
No. I'm talking about the conversation about she's a mum came from the thingy with Sneeko.
No,
and that's the conversation he
we're
had.
We're not to talk about that. We're talking about how people use that in general. Even look for.
Oh no, I'm speaking about this specifically.
No,
that's
but,
what the conversation was being had.
But that's what we're saying. In general, people use it as a shaming tactic. Like for example, Keke's husband or boyfriend said, dressing like that, you're a mum. So we're saying people that use these shaming tactics to shame people. Like in this scenario, yes, it was, what did you say, Sneeko. In Keke's man, it's like, my thing is this, for example, like, you saying this, like, what does that, like...
Because my point is, whether she was a mum or not, you have an issue with what she's wearing.
And also as well, remember, mums now, mums then, different. When I was in, Keith, think about it, when I was in school, a mum was a mum, bro. No one was looking at no one's mum back in the day, bro. Like, there might have been one brother in your school that had a young piff mum. Everyone was like, right, his mum's
I can't speak. I grew up with people, because my mum looked a certain way, so it's always been there.
No, I'm just saying, but there's bare people's mums, not dusty, but they just look like aunties, innit? Man weren't interested in. Whereas now, go to a school now, bare mums are like young mums, bro. So at the end of the day, this whole mum thing, even then was like, all right, it might have applied then because...
My mum was a buff mum, young mum, bro. There was no cheeks hanging out. What's that? What does that mean?
Exactly.
What's mums now? Mums back then. You were a parent. Nowadays, it's just literally people are just more relaxed.
Your mum's gen and gens now are not the same.
Exactly. Everyone's a bit wilder now.
Exactly, it's my point. So then
that makes the good thing, bro. It's terrible.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that the point being that your mum doesn't fly anymore because your mums are getting younger and they're exposed to more in regards to, and they're more liberated right now. So whether you agree with it or not, as Tazer's saying, just say, I don't think you should dress like that, or I don't think you should do porn. The end. But when you're saying you're a mum, it's like, all right, so one second, if you weren't a mum, it would be cool. But it's not, because your digital footprint's still there. So you can have a child in 5 years. In another 15 years, your digital footprint's still online. So you being a mother or not doesn't mean anything.
No, I agree with you, man, in terms of, first and foremost, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of, even with us now, we're having this conversation where, you know what I mean, we're discussing what's going on, essentially.
Yeah.
Within their lives, essentially, like, it's just opinions. You know what I mean? We actually have no bearing, no say. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it is inconsequential to their lives. Facts. And even the people that say those things. But it goes back to the conversation we had the other time. Like, people can just speak how people want to speak when it comes to certain things. No. You know what I mean? And and that's what I'm saying. There's reasoning behind, you know, what people say. I think we're also arguing. We're not arguing, you know, is it right or wrong for them to do it? And like,
no, Keith. Like I said, we do this as essentially we do it as a living now. So we're just sharing our opinions. That's why I've gone to the horses' mouths. I've heard them say it. I've heard them speak about it. I'm not going to what other people have said. That's kind of driven the conversation online. But I waited for their podcast to drop, what they had to say about it, and that's what I've come and presented. Do you know what I'm saying? So they are happy with it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not online angry. When he's tweeting what he's tweeting, I'm not, oh my God, how could you tweet that? You're a simp. I'm not doing that because you're a cuck or whatever the term is. I don't give a shit. A cuck. They said it's a cuck because you want
Cuckold.
C-U-C-K.
You left the D. There's a D at the end.
Yeah, cuckold.
Actually, you know, there's a D at the end. You know what I mean? Even though my man left it in his woman, it's actually at the end of the word.
Dumb. But again, it's just yeah, exactly. To the topic, boom. Because I never in my lifetime am I ever gonna have a man say, "Are you sure you're okay?"
For me, all that pisses me off with Adam is he's turned this into his personality. Bro, like, it's the corniest shit ever. Every day he's talking about it.
So
it's engagement. That's my point.
And that's why, you know me, I'm against engagement at any cost.
Are you saying that Adam cares? That's what you think?
Oh, I think cares? No. I genuinely believe he. It's one of those things where they probably sat there and they said to themselves, "It's, you know what I mean, it's definitely going to generate the views, the money, the this, the that." But the whole I don't care because of this, that's definitely something I don't believe. I don't believe it's not affected him in some way. It's definitely something, like, and I may be wrong. I could be completely wrong and I could be talking out of my ass, but it affects him. You know what I mean? Even from, you know, when you look at certain reactions and this and the way they talk, and I was like, I'm sorry, bro.
No, but he said it. He said, I've been getting cooked. All I can do is turn off the notifications and just continue my day.
He can't, because he brings it up every
but he must be getting
cooked. But he's getting, he's like, getting cooked. Do you know what I mean? What's my man's name again?
He was getting cooked as
well.
Agent Broner ones. But he said there's nothing more he can do besides, I guess, like, obviously talk about it now because it increases the engagement. And bear in mind, whilst we're having this fucking conversation, the video hasn't dropped. Yeah. Take that into consideration.
No, I think
we ain't seen nothing. We just saw that one trailer.
I think what they're doing now is building the hype for when it lands. That people.
I would be
subscribe.
surprised if it even dropped because that is mad.
That's another
They've
thing.
generated views anyway.
It will drop.
Yeah, 100%. But it's just they generate more views as well.
But my thing is, I feel like it. As a dude, I don't think you can want your girl to be beaten by another dude unless that's your thing. If it's not your thing, it can't happen, bro. So like, there's a guys they call them man the cockholds or whatever they're called. Yeah, them man are on all that. Or you go to a sex party, a man will try and pay you and say, "Listen,
chop my wife."
Them man get off on it, like they want it.
She said it to him though.
If you're a dude that doesn't want that, there's no way you can see that in life.
She said it though. She said, "I'm turned on by the fact that you might jerk off to this clip."
Yeah, see, they're in a.
And my thing is, like,
they're the right.
And you know what the craziest thing is for me, right? I don't even have an issue with everyone is into what they're into. Everyone wants to do what they want to do. If that's, if that's what you're into at home, that's cool. It's just wild that's, online and it's become his personality. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, but were you rating Adam before?
Was I?
Were you rating him before?
In terms of, I didn't rate him. I did not rate him.
Because for me, listen, looking at Adam 22, was it Adam 22? Like, I've never thought to myself,
I rate him though because he beat a case recently,
No, I've never thought of him and been like wavy you or dead you. But now I've heard about it. It's like it's not like I'm not wowed.
He beat a case.
For example, if I heard about 50 Cent doing something like this, I'd be like, 50 man, I'm rated man. What's wrong with man? But Adam 22, brother, I've got nothing for him.
You're indifferent.
I'm indifferent. You get me? So I don't really whether it's his personality or not.
But you man forgot something, and this is where he is smart. He beat a case recently. Do you remember in the last few months the situation he had? So Adam 22 got caught up in a little something. So he got accused of grooming. So apparently he was chatting to something back in the day. I think she was like 15 or 16 or something. Don't quote me on the age. It slipped my mind. So I think she might have been 16 or something along those lines. So he's like met her at 16 or whatever. She spoke to him, he found out her age, and he never spoke to her again. And he's like, a few years later, has bumped into her at a party, and he beat. And she was 19. And people are saying he's obviously well in his 20s, late 20s. And people are saying, he groomed her.
How old is he? In his late 20s?
At the time.
Oh, I was going to say he was older than that.
No. He's he's probably now maybe late 30s or maybe early 40s, I think, late 30s. Okay. But they were like, he met her when she was 16. But, he's saying he didn't speak to her again until she was a certain age. He bumped into her at a party and he beat. But people like, that's grooming. So he had a little bit of a scandal. He ducked out for a little bit and then he popped back out. And all we've been talking about is...
So maybe that's a ploy as well.
And that's literally all I was thinking.
They've done this just to get everyone off.
Because if you think about it, nobody's been speaking about the fact that he got caught up in a scandal.
You said he bust
grooming.
Case though, innit?
When I say bust case, I mean like on socials.
Because everyone's moved on.
So it was never a situation where he's been because she was 19 when he beat, so he can't get nicked for anything. I mean, he bust case on socials. Where because they were cooking him for a little bit and he ducked, he disappeared.
But the difference is Adam 22 is with the elephant in the room is he's white as well. So
but he's white, but he's in a predominantly black space.
But black people
is he?
Yes.
No. People argue that, but is he,
brother? He don't. If he was one of those people where he interviews other people, because
he interviews like other girls and that. Like,
no. But he's mostly this community. Mostly.
Maybe those are interviews.
That's why I said predominantly. No. When I say predominantly, I check out their channels. He's predominantly like I used to watch a lot of videos from No Jumper and all of that stuff and so on. He's predominantly, and I see a lot of the Plug Talk videos, and I feel like that's on that side. But predominantly,
no, I get what you're saying, Keith. What I'm trying to say to you is, for example, like most black women don't care about Adam 22, bro. They don't know. That is
factual. But it doesn't change that he's predominantly in our space.
I'm talking about in terms of the busing case. Yeah, but remember, being in our space and being within the culture and being a figure is different. Like, for example, if that was like someone else within the culture, they would have been on him more. Like, anytime he got posted, there would have been like people in the comments saying, this guy, blah, blah, blah. Most people don't know who this brother is, bro. You ain't really getting posted on Shade Bar like that. You ain't getting posted on Baller like that. And apart from this stuff now. So people wouldn't know. And people would look at that and just scroll past like, who's this white brother? They wouldn't care.
So, swiftly moving on, before we start reading dilemmas.
You got to read the thingies as well from the Spotify as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Shall I go for them now?
Yeah,
How am I going far back?
Let's
or
do
just the
last episode.
This last episode.
And then if we finish that, then we can go and...
Just do the second half of the last episode.
Yeah.
No, you
Because there's a lot in there.
You could do the N-Dubs one just to say shout out N-Dubs and whatever.
Oh, yeah, so shout out N-Dubs. We had...
A great conversation with them. I wish
Yeah.
it was longer, you know.
For real.
Because there was so much. And I wish Dappy was there. Because
Raymond says, great episode. Love, bro.
What episode?
Dappy one.
Okay.
N-Dubs one. Sorry.
When's the
N-Dubs
that
one.
you know?
PC says, Marvin is definitely the most stubborn out of you lot.
facts.
Definitely Keith.
YBN Toye says, in the ZZ Mills episode, you lot were joking about Tazer eating fish, then he sulked for the next 30 minutes.
Facts.
Silver22 says, great episode, flowed naturally with lots of jokes and insight. Appreciate you. A star, M star, E star, N. One big episode, but you man did miss K say. Oh, Keith. Say him and Marv went to the fake mobiles looking like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. Davina J says, really enjoyed it. Funny moments, interesting moments, and it's good to hear them speak as themselves, not formally like the two have on mainstream TV interviews. That's what
They have to.
Yeah, that's what Free Shots is about, man. Giving you insight. Alpha says, cold episodes. Love the little coincidence that this is episode 360 and obviously Channel U was 360.
I swear.
Interesting observation.
Okay.
And Mon says, come on, Talisa, it's killing me. Was it you that was saying that?
Yeah. Remember when she was getting onto you and I was like, come on, tell him, man. Tell him. She was getting gas though.
All right. Obviously, we had on the last episode as well, we had a music debate for like the last, I think, 20 or half an hour.
Brother, I can't lie, I checked it. Keith was in the lead, yeah? Then I checked it again. We were in the lead. Then I checked it this morning. Keith was in the lead. I said, fuck.
Right.
But
It
you
was
know what it
tight,
is?
bro.
No. It is tight. You know what it is? 51-49.
Yeah, right now.
You might have 51%
No,
and
come on.
49. Bro, but come on, that's too close.
No.
Bro, that's 50-50.
Listen.
That's two man. Let's split it in half.
No,
You have 25%, you have 25, I have 49.
no.
The point was the same.
Wait, hold on. Do you know what it is? When it comes to this, yeah, percentages, yeah?
Only thing I'm care about is business. That's the only thing I have on my mind. That's the only thing I'm living for.
51, 49. We won, bro.
I'm reading this
We won, bro.
So the music debate we had, I think, I can't remember exactly what the topic was about, but me and Marv were on one side of the argument.
The topic,
Keith was on the other side.
basically was me saying, if you want to, you haven't got to uplift one brother and diss another at the same time. That was my stance. As in, like, you could saying, for example, Jay Huss is this, but Dave's washed, or Dave's this, but Stormzy's washed. I was like, you don't have to say that. Just say you like Dave.
Yeah. And I was saying people can say that if they like.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the comments are, Illy says, I definitely agree with Keith.
Just go to the bottom and start from the bottom. I'll start from the bottom. 3 man, 1 pod. Jennifer Hudson absolutely finished me.
Who referenced Jennifer Hudson?
Because I said someone of you got Spotlight. I said, I don't like.
Oh, because we ended up singing that.
Yeah, to Taser.
Hey.
Oh yeah, but you not liking to
You'll
get
be bantered.
bantered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So A living, let the banter fly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. Mons, where was there no part 2 to N-Dubs? This is the part 2 to N-Dubs.
No, we only
I
had
think with N-Dubs, yeah.
yeah, we only had N-Dubs for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically some parts of the episode, some episodes that we record, obviously some of our guests are very high profile, so they can only really dedicate a short amount of time to it.
Not
So
even just
whatever
high
the time-
profile, some guests need to go home.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Some
so
guests-
whatever time we get is better than nothing, do you know what I mean? So sometimes it'll be both parts, sometimes it'll be one part. So
And also, people forget that we've been podding for years, so 2 hours to us flies by.
Yeah.
To someone who doesn't really do
But that's
do
a
it,
long time.
they're sitting down for 2 hours, bro.
They're
Mm.
bugging.
Jamie Pearson says, I enjoyed the second part more. So
You know, I hear it because for some people, they just like parts with no guests.
They like us, man, innit?
Yeah. S1 up. Does Tazer really not understand how banter works? His argument is further proving the other guy's point.
Hey,
Stacks.
go on.
Oh, go on. What were you going to say?
I was going to say there's more comments that disagree with me, so you're going to keep playing that?
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Marvin, man, just keep that on hold. Just keep that.
Only thing I'm care about is business. That's the only thing I have on my mind. That's the only thing I'm living for.
Brother, they only get reloads when it agrees with me, you know. I've got the soundboard here, bro.
There's bare more coming, don't worry.
Yeah.
Stacks. So Stacks. I think that's how it's pronounced, Stacks. Tazer and Marvin weren't trying to hear and understand the nuances of what Keith was saying.
Oh,
Keith,
fuck off.
Wait, let me finish.
French dude.
Keith is advocating for freedom of speech in the public domain. Please have a segment where users can call in. We might bring that in some point.
Do you know what?
You're not going to have to pay for it, though.
Do you know what I hate? When people use nuance. Fuck off. I hate that word, bro.
Why?
Because people use it, it's like, not my man, you're listening, innit? Shout out you, yeah? Copita, yeah? Or Chaser. Shout out you. But generally speaking, whenever people use it on Twitter, they act like they're so intelligent, bro. The nuance of the fuck off,
Je ne sais quoi.
It's saying chat GBT, the tweets and that.
Go on, Taze.
Anil Chronicle says, say what you want, but remember God is watching. It is better to be thoughtful and kind, but people have the right to express themselves however they see fit.
Facts. You know what I mean? There's consequences to what you say, what you should be able to say. And then anyone wants to kick you in the face could do.
That's the problem. People are not allowed to. That's my issue as well.
But, you know what I mean? Some people aren't allowed to, but when they see you, they still do it.
Walk and live.
Talk and
bomb
like
dead. Come on.
Kwasi Amesu says, I think Keith missed the point completely. People are free to say whatever they want. However, in music, people seem to chat with no comeback. Marvin Taze were challenging that mindset, and rightly so.
And I think for a lot of people, they were thinking I'm saying people should just do what they want. And I was like, no, bro. You know what? There's a lot of mean things that people do. But like I'm saying, there's a lot of things we do not like and things we do not agree with. But people should just be allowed to say them in the same way we can have these conversations. You know what I mean? Because somebody will imagine a world where Marvin is like, you are not allowed to have an opinion on anything unless that opinion is good.
No, that's different because I said this, I don't mind you having an opinion or you criticize anyone. That's fine. It's just how you do it. And my thing is this, at the end of the day, if you're uplifting someone, you don't have to put someone else down. That was my sentiment. Because at the end of the day, if someone says, I don't like Stormzy's album, I don't think it's good, you're within your right to say that, that's fine. But if you're saying Central C's the guy, you know, Stormzy's washed. Brother, you don't have to say that. That's my sentiment.
But my thing was, if I prefer Stormzy and I've actually wanted to say Central C's washed, it's not nice. But it's not nice.
Wait,
it's
hold
not
on.
nice.
Okay. Let's not do this again. Rico Cormega says, listen, the N-Dubs one was funny, but this has been the funniest episode for time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what you lot hear. Because do you know how many times I've heard, this is the funniest episode? And then the next episode drops, it's like, yo, this is the funniest episode.
It's wavy. We keep up the vibes.
Yeah, we're doing a good job, man.
Jabari, I was doing shoulder press when Marv said, depends on the type of breathing. I never dropped my dumbbell so fast. Yeah, I was as confused as Tazer.
That's what because remember you said about, what's his name? The Booty Warrior. That booty's more important
than breathing. And Marvin said, what kind of type? It depends on what type of breathing it is. True, like, nigga, what type of breathing?
Nate
Skowski's cool.
School.
Nate Rager says Keith was killing me when he was playing that. How do you pronounce it?
Mnige.
Yeah. Keith was Keith knew all the words, bro. He didn't miss one drop, you know.
I've never heard it so.
Mnige means give them.
Brother, when that tune came on.
The only thing I care about is business. That's the only thing I have on my mind. That's the only thing I'm living for.
The lyrics from his heart.
Brother, from the left lung.
Actually, factually.
Theo Nathan William Smith. How is this part starting with fleece cheeks all over? Oh, cheeks over everything, Johnson. Jesus.
RTNLER. Nah, the last 10 minutes was hilarious. I thought Marv's point was a miss, but he's spot on.
Come on.
Oi.
Uzi says Booba is a different animal. He's been a legend for so long and was still able to sell out the PSG Stadium last year. I was keeping it G. Can't lie. Can't really compare that to gigs. Shout out my nigga Booba, man. Come on.
La Maquina. 300 plus eps in, and I can say Marvin Keith are right about Tazer with the banter. I can't lie. At least the people them know.
Ray 909. Nah, this music convo got confusing fast. Marv's correct point got missed completely, misinterpreted, and then everyone ended up arguing a point that was never argued. But Marv is right.
Is this camera on me?
The person sounds mad confrontation. YBN Toye in the ZZ Mills episode. Oh, we read that one.
Yeah.
Hello, hey, Jesus. Okay, that was Sujuk.
It's like someone's Polish.
Keith highlighted the hypocrisy of Marvin and Tazer during the comparison.
I can't lie. When you said Fast 10, you spun me still.
Brother, that's why you can't be a politician, blood. Man, in question time, getting spun like that. Imagine.
No, but his point was valid.
Ricky Suit. Yeah, but you can't get spun by man's point. You have
to remain stubborn.
You have to think. No, you have to think on the spot and then challenge it.
What did you do? You just went quiet.
I didn't go quiet. I challenged it.
By saying what?
What's going on here?
It's a question.
I said that I wasn't it doesn't apply because we were talking about the
I need you man to hurry up because I'm getting hella props.
I said that no, because he challenged. We were challenging. What was it? What's it called? Fast 10.
Yeah.
As a film in general, we weren't speaking directly to the.
But it's a film I'm part of.
And comparing people.
I say it's a film I'm part of, Marvin. You say shit, you make me feel bad.
That's like you comparing saying I don't like UK hip hop.
I'm upset.
It's the same thing.
Part of genre I'm part of. I need Marvin to read the next one, Tazer, because it made me feel good.
I ain't beating shit.
What? The one from Sean?
Sean.
Keith is finally back.
Don't know. You know what I mean? I'd like to shout out God. Lord, shout out my mama.
Miles says, I can't lie, Keith has a point in this episode regarding the music debate. Some people are completely fine with comparing certain artists all day, but draw a line when it starts to involve their faves. And I agree. That is true. Free Mark Kendrick, Keith has got these men in a headlock with the Fast 10 argument.
Listen, who's that, brother?
Mark Kendrick.
So this is for you.
No GCSE, no A level. You will end up in McDonald's.
You will end up in McDonald's.
Timmy says, I said Timmy like my sister. The last 15 minutes was too good. Marvin Keith, Tazer don't take back now, you're very defensive. Tazer responds with, proceeds to defend himself to prove he's not defensive.
Bro, you know when we sat down, I was like, you're making this too easy,
do you know
big
how
man.
funny it was? Taser left as well, you know that?
Yeah? And you didn't even say bye?
I did say bye.
You didn't say bye. You did not say bye.
You sassy bitches, bro.
Marvin, my man picked up his, you know the LeBron meme? When he did the interview?
I won't talk like this shit,
Hey, Taser was proper like, you can see it, like, get me?
The big of stick on steel.
A bit of a sticky one still.
Elliot Rafiq Roof, can you add all them songs to a Spotify playlist?
Marvin should do that.
We've still got the Spotify playlist there anyway.
Yeah,
we just haven't updated it for time. It's still there.
We'll update it.
If you type in the Free Shots playlist, it should come up. But we'll start adding long songs in there.
Fortune Okar says Keith should be a freedom fighter at this point. Q says Keith completely lost me with this one and forgot the original statement that he made.
Play one of them insulting ones.
And I am maniacally bewildered.
Shout out John Omalade from the Bronx. Said he's listening.
No. You skip one. Don't do that.
Oh, Chim says Keith W to be hated.
Oh,
He didn't
get
miss it.
lost,
He
man.
did Marvin. He didn't. No.
Oh.
We're not skipping them. He did that on purpose. And you know he did that on purpose.
Bro, how many times do you want me to big you up, man?
That's okay.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
The people are picking me up, Tazer. Don't do that.
Oh, get out of here, man. Keith ain't never cared about people's opinions this much until today, man.
I don't read the comments. I don't read the comments, you know. Someone sent it to me. Someone's always sending it to you, bro.
Anton said it.
Jamie says Afro Nation was definitely better barefoot. Oh yeah, I did ask for people to comment saying that.
You know you're not barefoot, by the way.
I know.
I'm checking because he's walking around. You know the man that walk around in socks and say they were barefoot. You're in socks.
Oh no. But
No,
next
but
year
it's still kind of barefootish.
It's not the same thing.
No, but your foot spread out.
Nope.
it's still restricted because I got socks on.
No, not that much. Not as much
No,
as trainers,
no.
bro.
It's not as much as
Bro,
Air Forces.
It is.
There's a
It's
big-
not as much
there's
as
a
Air
soul.
Forces. No, it's not the same thing. Trust me, proper not the same.
It depends on what socks you're wearing, but
Nadine Pereira says, I will say Keith because Taze is talking about the energy between Joe Black. Sorry, Taze is talking about how he likes the
You
energy.
keep skipping the ones people bigging me up. Why are you doing
Because
this?
I can't keep saying the same thing.
The
It's
brother,
going to get boring.
Don't skip it.
Nah, man. I need a different point.
I thought you were doing one.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
he wants
we
to
read
read
it.
those where they're bigging him up.
No, I want him to read them. It sounds better when he says.
So Nadine Pereira says, I will say Keith because Tazer is talking about how he likes the energy between Joe Black and Tef. It's natural to rub someone out when you're bigging someone up in the same space. Do it with chest and start beef.
That's not the same thing, though.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Because Joe Black was respecting Tef
Yeah,
and Tef was bigging up himself.
yeah.
Joe Black threw his hat in the ring to be like, I'm calling you out. So that's
Not the same thing.
Not the same thing, yeah.
That's like Joe Black saying to Tef, Boost is good, but you're washed.
yeah, he didn't say that.
Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't say that.
Mm.
So it's not the same thing.
Dreezy 3000 says, nothing from nothing is nothing. You guys went off and went so left that you went right. But bless up my G's. See you in Afro Nation 2024. Sky Terrace, time to impress.
Come on.
To Yossi, OJ. Tazer seems like a man whose eyes would be red if you were beating him on FIFA and watching him go replays for banter.
No, I would be. 100%.
You know kids when
I'll throw the controller.
You see the video the other day when there was one of them was getting beat 20-4.
What?
Were
they playing basketball?
Nah, FIFA. And then the brother, the camera on him, and the little boy was standing there and he just started crying, but the tear was coming. Then mama, they're like,
No, you can beat me at FIFA, that's fine. I'm having a problem with that. But you can't watch your goal on replay.
Why not, bro? It's a banging goal.
FIFA etiquette, you're taking a piss, bro.
All right, listen, I played my godson the other day, battered him. He turned the computer off the first time, and I said, no, restarted it. Battered him. He was on the computer like this. And he said to me, I only let you win. I said, all right, cool.
Can I say something quickly before we move on, yeah? So I had this idea, it's not an idea. I've been sitting on this, what's it called?
Hey, yo, pause.
Idea, whoa. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whoa.
I've been standing on this idea for a minute.
Whoa.
Standing.
My man on Twitter that used to sit on the thing.
Chill out, man. And I want you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel, 3 Shots of Tequila UK. Get us to 50k subscribers, yeah? And when we get to 50k, I reckon we should launch a Reacts one as well. Because there's so much content online that I feel like if we react to it, it's viral, bro. And Sidemen do it. I can't lie, I like the Sidemen. And they do it they shoot this. I think they drop a video like every other day. It's mad because they all got so many channels. But they just do it from the comfort of their yard. Everyone's watching the same time, I think probably like 10 to 15 videos. They just react to it and their reaction becomes...
Zoom?
Yeah, or a particular webcam that they might use. Provider that they use. I don't know.
They're all in boxes.
Yeah, and they react to the content in the middle. So let us know if that would be something you want to see from us. And it doesn't have to be all of us at all the time.
I actually have a list of videos already.
Yeah. No, but remember, once we put it out there, people will start submitting. So that's why I'm putting it out there. You don't submit we need an email.
Yeah.
Or WhatsApp. They could just send the links to the WhatsApp.
Okay. The number's there, the email's there.
Yeah. But you don't send us content that you don't do it anyway, but I'm saying now let's make it official. But first, we need help. Get us to 50k on YouTube. It's a big ask, but you lot are fucking with the YouTube. You lot are sending it to your friends. Remember, we just need you to subscribe. Not even asking you to click the notification bell to see when we drop. Just subscribe. Get us to 50k.
Notification button.
And I tell people, bro, it's easier for you to subscribe to it than it is for me to do videos, and I'm still here. So literally, fuck with us and help us out. I hate doing videos, but I'm here.
Once we hit 50k, then the next number will be obviously 100 and we'll grow. But right now, we've been kind of static around the 30. Get us to the 50k mark. Love.
And I think from something Marvin sent with the YouTube stuff, a lot of the people that watch don't follow the channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So literally, like I said, you watch the videos, just follow the channel.
And I think a lot of people have got so used to us. A lot of people have got so used to us. Because I think the issue with the YouTube is we're an audio pod. So most of our listeners are on audio. Whereas a lot of other people's pods, majority of the listeners are on YouTube.
They're not podcasters.
Do you know what I'm saying? Shows. So that's what I'm saying. So when people look at it, they might be like, oh, well, your numbers is like, no, bro. Like, I look at the analytics of our audio. The numbers are there. It's just that with our YouTube, because we were on Spotify for like 2 years, we weren't really on YouTube. So it just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Curated by Hack says, I'm ready for you guys to do Patreon. I'll get the subscription for me and my dad who can't speak English. See?
What? They can't speak English?
His dad can't speak English. But he's happy to sign up. That's all I care about. Love my guy.
Oh, listen, AI is improving. Next thing you know, 3 shots will be in Polish. So like I said, lock in, 3 shots, Polish, kurwa, every day.
You're dumb. E2RAA says, Tazer got to roll with the punches when it comes to lads banter, because all of this is above me and your own behaviour is how women respond to banter. Classic give banter, can't take it behaviour.
I'm screaming Marvin, yeah? Because Tazer skipped over bad people telling him that he's defensive.
No, I'm going down. Now. I'm going down.
He skipped there.
I'm going down, man. Femi Awoyemi says, great episode as always. Tazer, I'm on your side. Being banter doesn't mean you have to laugh. Everyone deals with banter differently. Keith, Marv, then Tazer, order of stubborn. Aaron Griff says,
no, there was supposed to put Marvin first, but I hear it. Like, typos happen all the time, Marvin.
No, Keith's not stubborn, but to be fair, I'm not going to lie to you.
You're ignorant as shit.
No, do you know what it is? I feel like you're not as bad as you used to be. I feel like, what year are we in now? 2023. Keith 2018, 19, 20, unmatched. Unmatched, bro.
Aaron Griff says, nah, I'm dead. Big man Taser getting defensive is killing me. Chubb says, Taser and banter are kind of sounding rattled still. Johnson Akiel 16 says, this was a classic debate. Even though I agreed with Marvin Taser's original point, Keith argued his point better. Fundex 1 says, Keith is a menace, could start an argument in an empty room. Shows fire as usual.
People keep spelling Marvin in a funny way, bro.
Brother, I don't understand.
Why?
Bro, he keeps spelling Marvin with a Keith, bro. That's not how you spell Marvin.
Oh, you're so dumb, man. But am I not thinking?
Tremaine Black says, this has nothing to do with harm, feelings, peace, etc. People put one thing down whilst praising another to elevate their point. It doesn't do that at all, so it's pointless doing it. As in, it doesn't elevate your point at all, so it's pointless doing it.
Yeah.
I agree. Innocent LC Pie says, last 15 minutes were hilarious. It literally proved what Marv and Keith are saying. I swear Taser even got up and left because he didn't say goodbye. Close out the show like the other two did. He was vexed.
See, we're not the only people that clocked. You just picked up, you just got up there and just left like, you know what I mean? Like LeBron.
Kenny Muley says, Taser defo isn't with the banter on him. Look at him, sassy bitch. Good work as always, lads.
What the hell did you
what they call you?
No, remember I said it, sassy bitch at the end.
Oh, I thought they called you sassy bitch.
No, remember you were saying something about like...
Man said Kenny Smooley.
I said something mad and you like...
Sassy Smooley.
Yeah, that's the last one.
No, there's more.
What? I don't know where you're seeing them, bro.
Brother, the last one is at the top.
Didn't we start at the top? That's the first one I read, no?
So why did you read the one in between?
Because you went to the bottom, so I went to the bottom. But you can read